Hello everyone, Linda Israel here, and I've got a few supplies laid out here because I'm going to make, in my case, it's going to be a zipper pull for a purse, but this could be a keychain charm, a journal charm, a planner charm, anywhere that you want to hook something onto. So the first thing that I've got is a length of chain. Basically, pick some chain that the size of it is pretty sturdy, that when you pull on it, like I'm pulling pretty hard, you can see the marks in my finger from hanging onto it. It's pretty strong when you get it. It's hard to judge that online if you're ordering, so if it's a shop that you can ask a question, do that. I'll have a link to a couple of ideas, but it's not the exact same chain because I picked this up at a wholesale market here in Oklahoma. So the first thing I'm going to do is come in here and I'm going to open up one of these jump rings. So let me undo a length. So right here on this jump ring is the opening to this jump ring. And what I'm going to do is take another pair of pliers and twist this open. So now I've twisted that open, and I'm going to hang on to the side that's with the chain that I want to keep. The next thing I'm going to do, since this is already open, and instead of getting out another jump ring, I'm going to go in here and attach a lobster claw. Focus, a lobster claw. So I'll take my little needle nose pliers and close that back up. And you always want to do it in a twisting, not pulling it apart, so it doesn't get your jump ring out of shape. So there is the first part. This lobster claw will attach to my purse zipper or zipper pull or wherever else that you want to attach it, like on a journal. The next thing I'm going to do is fill in with some pieces, and I've got a few little bits and pieces laid out here. You can't see all of them, but I have a few things laid out here. And what I've got is, this is just a pearl on a piece of a head pin. And I have what's called the one-step looper. And the idea is you take your item that you've threaded onto a head pin and you push it through so that it pokes out this hole on the side. And you hold it up here and then you squeeze and kind of rotate and close that on. And I'm not perfect with it yet, but I'm getting pretty good at it. And then it makes a little loop. Now, in my case, I'm not perfect with it yet, so I've got to close this loop just a little bit. But there is a little beaded element, and it goes really fast. You saw how fast that was. I didn't have to twist and wire wrap and whatnot. I've got another one so you can see the same thing. So I've got a little head pin, I've put a little seed bead, a seashell, some more beads, and then another bead because I wanted it to have a little bit of color and texture on here. And again, I'm going to go into the looper, going to make sure it pokes through the hole on the other side here. Okay, and then I'm working this around the pin here and closing that off, and then it slides off this pin. Of course, I can't get it to slide off today. Okay, there it goes. And then I'm just going to go in here and make sure that this loop is closed, and I'm just rolling it around. So that's closed. So there's a couple of elements that I made using the one-step looper, and this is an awesome tool. If you haven't got one, I'll have it in my description box to my blog, and you can check it out there. So now we're going to attach these items. So I try to look at it and see, how do I want to lay this all out? So let me zoom in just a little bit more so you can see. So I've got the chain piece. I've got a little mermaid charm here. Isn't she cute? So she's going to go on the end. I've got a starfish, and I've got just this bling because I thought mermaids need bling. Here's the little pearl I made. this beaded element, and then I have these little seashell beads that I just thought were really kind of cool, and I thought I would fill a couple of those in there as well. So next, what I'm going to do is just use jump rings and attach. So again, you want a jump ring that you're going to go in, and I like to use 2 pairs of pliers and separate these just by twisting. So that's twisted open there. And then I'm going to grab a hold of an element. So in this case, I've got this little pearl. And I mix jump ring colors. I don't really care. It can be different colors. I'm going to grab a hold of that loop. Come on, focus. And then I'm going to close this loop. Make sure that that's closed really well on here. So there's my first piece. I'm just going to grab the next little element. I like to alternate and go down on the chain, just adding these pieces here and there. I decided to add a piece of fabric on here because it was hard for the camera to focus with the white. So I thought maybe if I had color on here, or a darker color anyway, that would be better. So let's add some more of these elements. I'm going to use the jump ring that came with this Mermaid Charm and just open it up. I love this little starfish. It's got a pretty little stone in it. Just starting to come together. I'm going to add a few of these little shell pieces because I think they would look pretty on here. Well, here is my little charm that I made that I'm going to put on a bag that I made. I'll have some still shot photos at the end so you can see the whole thing. But I also wanted to show you the bag that I made. So let me zoom out so you can see that. Alright, so I went back to the white so that you can see my little purse that I made. And it has a little zipper up here. So that's where my little charm's going to be so that I can grab a hold of that to zip my bag. And then it'll just have some fun little jangles there. So this is the Mermaid Tails from Calico Collage, and I printed that on fabric and ran it through. Just take some fabric, put it to freezer paper, iron it really well, put it under a book or something for a couple of days to make sure it's really flat, and then I ran it through my inkjet printer. I have another video I talked about doing that, and I think I failed to say inkjet printer. And this is not washable, but you can get a fabric additive that you put on the fabric to make it washable. I did not do it because I knew I wouldn't be washing this bag. And then I've made a pocket here on the front and here. And then the back side is some canvas that's printed from Canvas Corp brands. And then I have to show you what I did for the strap. So it's a heavy webbing that's really soft to feel, but it wasn't that pretty, and I did pretty much like you would for a snippet roll, and I went over it with fabric. And then this iridescent stuff is ribbon that I got in the Christmas department around Christmas time. So I try to find things that I know I can use in other ways. And then again, I printed words on fabric, and these little images are new journal cards, ATC size cards from Calico Collage. And I went into my software. In my case, I used my Silhouette. I cropped the image just so that it was just the image and not the text that comes on the digital sheet. I pull it into my Silhouette software, and then I told it what size I wanted these to be, which is approximately, I'll get a little measuring, 1¼ inches wide so that it would fit on my strap. And then I just zigzag stitched around those, and I just thought it turned out so cute. It has the big opening here so I can put a bottle of water or more inside. So it's pretty good size, but at the same time, it's small enough that I can wear this as a crossbody bag and be able to put my stuff in it while I'm going on vacation. Well, anyhow, I thought I would just show you that. See what you thought. It's not the best bag ever, but I don't care. It's going to be functional, and that's what's important to me. And I just thought it was kind of cute the way it looks. I may add some more charms. I can't decide if I want to put some charms on the strap or off of here. I do plan to add some tulip glitter paint to her tail. So as soon as I've got that added, I'll show you photos at the end, and you can go to my blog to see some close-up photos. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the little tutorial on making a journal charm. In my case, it was a mermaid journal charm, and seeing my mermaid purse. I hope that you're like a mermaid. You're unique and individual, and no one else is like you. Have a fabulous day, and thanks so much for watching. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and of course, share this video. Bye, everybody.